Welcome to today's episode of Wellness Wednesdays. I'm Dr. Katherine Y. Brown, your host. Today, I'm excited to have back on Wellness Wednesday none other than Monique Anthony. Welcome, Monique.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Oh, absolutely. You know, when we had you the first time, we were at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic and just so many things were happening. So we had to have you come back so we can talk about, what's new. Now, for our viewers around the world who may not have seen the last episode, can you just tell us a little bit about your background so they know about the amazing Monique Anthony?
Oh, thank you. You're too kind. As Dr. Brown mentioned, my name is Monique Anthony. I'm the Deputy Director at the Tennessee Department of Health for the Office of Minority Health. We're housed within the Division of Health Disparities Elimination. I've been with the department for about 9 years now, actually, working in various roles. But my passion and commitment has been to service, and working at the health department has been a wonderful opportunity to be able to do that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So let's just jump right into it. The question everyone wants to know is COVID-19 still a big issue?
Yeah, there's been a lot of progress in reducing the spread of COVID-19 from the time the pandemic began. In Tennessee, in terms of new cases, COVID-19 has been steadily declining. But as we all know, seasons change, and it's fall time. And so now is a time where we're promoting flu vaccinations. And in addition to that, promoting flu vaccinations, COVID boosters are being promoted. So we want to make sure that you and your loved ones are protected all the way around. So that means vaccinations remain a key strategy for preventing severe disease. Boosters are important. Uh, as we know, the CDC has recommended new COVID boosters for everyone over 12. And so for more information in terms of what that looks like in terms of COVID vaccines boosters, you can always go to vaccines.gov for updated information.
I love it. And so, again, that website is vaccines.gov. Thank you, Monique, for giving us the 411 on COVID-19 and the progress that we've made. So we always see you and other leaders in our community with, the hat on where you're helping other people, right, with health issues. But I want to talk about COVID fatigue because we have all experienced some form of COVID fatigue. But as a leader, particularly in the public health sector, what was that like for you if you've had a moment where you experienced COVID fatigue?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, we all have experienced COVID fatigue, as you mentioned. I think the moment for me when I noticed that I was experiencing COVID fatigue was when we started to go back outside again.
Mhm.
Um, uh, as I mentioned before, public health is service to your community, promoting and protecting the health of people in communities where we all live, learn, work, and play. And
Mhm.
so for the past 2 years, I've been in the trenches along with my colleagues, yourself, trying to provide COVID tests, vaccines, accurate information, and just resources to leaders and everyone across our state. Uh, and so sometimes when you're in it, you're not so focused on you're so focused on accomplishing the task at hand that it really doesn't hit you until you come up for air. And so I would say for me, there were moments throughout these 2 years uh, where I kind of felt, over COVID because, you know, watching TV for the last, 2 years or even the first year and a half, I tried to watch TV to make sure that I was wasn't missing anything that could be helpful to our community engagement, outreach, and other strategies. And, watching all that, can kind of take a toll on you. So I think moments like that is when it's like, okay, can this be over?
Absolutely. What do you do to stay healthy?
What do I do to stay healthy? I think for me, it is trying to create balance in my life. Uh,
Nice.
Trying to make sure that I'm spending time with my family and close friends. I think that is what gives me joy. That's what recharges me,
Mhm.
and um, and then also paying attention to my body more and my overall health more. Paying attention to uh, uh, when I may feel high or low, and getting still to figure out, what that may be. It could be I may need to uh, increase my vitamins. I might not have taken some vitamins or something, and so my energy is kind of low. But really, just trying to be intentional about paying attention to my health in general.
I love it. What tips or advice can you give people to improve their overall wellness?
So I would say, first and foremost, paying attention to your body and your overall health. Our goal is to live a whole and abundant life, and it
Mhm.
starts with us. It starts with you and your wellness. People, can give you tips all the time, but we have to decide within ourselves what will work for us.
Yeah.
What is our motivation, and to be and stay healthy, and what will sustain us. And so I guess my overall tip would be just to have a made up mind that you want and deserve to be well and function at your most optimal level.
Oh, Monique, that is so powerful. I don't even want people to miss what you said. Basically, you deserve it, right? And
Yeah,
you owe it to yourself to be well. And when we find that things make us unwell, actually being able to know if that's something that we should no longer even pursue if we feel unwell. So
yeah,
owe it to yourself first. And it seems like sometimes pre-pandemic, we did things because we had to do it or we thought it
mhm,
was the right thing to do. But coming out of COVID, what I hear people saying is like, hey, if it doesn't make me well, I'm walking away from it. And so
right.
you spoke to balance and just so many other things. And I really appreciate you sharing that. Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you want to share? Because on Wellness Wednesday, you are family, and we will just talk to you and talk to you. So give us your thoughts on some other things that you want to share with us today.
Sure. So, I mean, as we know, just in general, COVID did not discriminate. We know that it put a spotlight on all the inequities that exist and the disproportionate impact on communities of color, and how we've had a long-standing history around health disparities, and how chronic conditions, really disproportionately impact minority populations. And so, we always want to uh, combat this these inequities, and as we know, these are compounded by less access to healthcare, or mistrust in the health system, or language barriers that can make it difficult for high quality of care. And so, with all of that we already know, just thinking personally, as well as what you can do professionally in the community, I would say that just continue to seek knowledge and information. um, Speak to your healthcare provider. Make sure that you and your family are being protected by getting the vaccine or your booster or any other appropriate vaccinations.
Mhm.
uh, Hand washing, and also still getting tested periodically, and to make sure that you're still COVID negative, or if you feel any symptoms, getting tested. Additionally, on the other side, in terms of, you know, what we can do in the community, I feel that, again, educating on ourselves on those things that are important to us and advocating for them, getting involved in the local community, uh, finding that need that that you know is a concern in your local community, and working to try to eliminate that. And that really includes, you know, volunteering at your church or local civic organization, community center, or local health department.
Mhm.
Um, I think that those are some key things that I would like to share.
I love it because I mean, you spoke to it, what I hear you saying is start within with yourself first.
Yeah,
And you took us to family, making sure we take care of our family and then taking care of the community. And that intersection, the way you described it is poetic, right? You cannot help anybody else until you do what? Help yourself. So you're saying help yourself and your house, and
yeah,
then find ways to serve the community. I think it's just spot on, and it's what we should be doing. It goes back to what you said earlier about balance,
yeah,
just really having the entire balance. And, you know, we have to stay healthy. We have to live well. And the key to being well is living well. And so life, and every day we have an opportunity to wake up
yeah,
and do it over again. And maybe we didn't make the best choices yesterday, but today we can wake up and do it again.
yeah. And Dr. Brown, most one example that comes to mind that I guess never really thought of before, but it kind of makes sense is, you know, when you're traveling and you're on the airplane and the flight attendants are giving you, you know, their spiel in terms of being safe, and they talk about putting the mask on you first and then helping others. I mean, that is something that is so true. But I think for a lot of us, especially, uh, you know, caretakers, we tend to make sure that everybody else is okay first, then ourselves.
That's
And
right.
so I think, you know, we truly, truly, you know, it's a collective effort, take care of each other, and but also to know that you're worth, you know, having optimal health, because if you're empty, how can you serve others?
Oh my goodness. Listen, that's tweetable. We need to put it on a billboard. If you are unhealthy, how can you serve us? Monique, we didn't have that conversation before, right? Community people, we were just on the front lines. We served, and we really
Yeah,
didn't think about it.
yeah, yeah.
We got to reimagine. So how do people find you, your work? How can they stay connected with you? Because I know people want more of Monique Anthony. How can they find you?
Oh, yeah. So you can find our team. We have a website, healthdisparities10.com, where you will be able to find information, training, upcoming events, our Health Disparities Task Force on that page. And you'll receive additional information when you view that page about the Office of Minority Health, the Office of Rural Health, and the Office of Faith-based and community initiatives on the website as well.
I love it. Okay, now to clarify, because you gave me a lot of information, is it all housed under that one department?
Yes, under the Division of Health Disparities Elimination. Uh-huh.
Okay, so you got the Division of Health Disparities Eliminations, then you got faith-based,
Uh-huh.
rural,
Rural health and
okay,
minority health.
and minority health. Okay, now see everybody, you just learned something new from Monique right there. It's the umbrella, and it houses those 3 programs, and she's doing task force and tons of other information. So you all want to make sure that you follow Monique Anthony and stay connected. Well, listen, we got to have you back again soon.
I enjoy it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. And just thank you for being here, for sharing your wisdom from a personal perspective and your knowledge from a public health perspective. We could not do all the things that we do in the community without leaders like you who are assisting us and connecting people. And so just keep connecting those dots and helping us to all live well as we go through the post-COVID, right? We're still in it.
Yeah.
In kind of post is just long, long as we go through the long haul. So thank you again. And for our viewers around the world, you've just met Monique Anthony. Now she shared her website, contact information. Be sure to go to those pages and share that information with other people who need to know about the work and the resources that her team is providing for our community. And please be sure to like this message, share this message, make a comment below about how much you enjoyed this message, and then tune back again for the next episode of Wellness Wednesdays. I am Dr. Katherine Y. Brown, your host, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Let's live well, everyone. Have a great day.